What's going on, YouTube? My name is ginj-tcg or Chris, and today I'm bringing you a deck that's been kind of on the up and coming for a little bit, and it is Miraidon EX. This deck used to be one of the best decks in the format, and then it fell off for a good bit when Dragon Ball came out and Charizard was kind of taken over because Miraidon doesn't have the best Charizard matchup. It doesn't do too well into those bulky, like, Stage 2 decks, just because the attackers have so much HP, and it's a little bit hard for this deck to get around without Flaffy now. But right now, I think Miraidon's honestly in an okay spot. So, I mean, in terms of Pokemon, it's a pretty standard build of Miraidon. We're rocking 2 Miraidon, 2 Iron Hands, Raikou for some consistency. I mean, this is a nice, we could KO Pidgeots with this. 2 energy to attack is a little less than Miraidon with the 3. We get the fleet-footed ability where we could draw a card. In terms of, like torching things, if we need a big KO, we got 1 Raichu in the deck. Raichu's a little hard to power up in this deck. Again, without Flaffy, it's really hard to just kind of keep the deck going past, like, your 3rd turn. You know what I mean? Because you're just kind of blowing through your deck, and you kind of just, like, fizzle out and run out of steam. So sometimes Dynamic Spark is super hard to pull off, like, a big KO on a 330, 320 HP Pokemon like Dragapult or Charizard. But we do still have Raichu. It's a solid Pokemon in the deck. I feel like you can't play Miraidon without it. In terms of support Pokemon, we got them all in this one. I mean, we got Lumineon to make sure we're finding our supporters. We got Mew, which honestly isn't a bad attacker. We are playing 2 double turbo energies, which we can use on Iron Hands or Mew EX, so it's just an option to keep in, like, your back pocket just in case you need it. We've got Iron Bundle, Radiant Greninja, Squawk, Zapdos to hit 230 damage, which is big for, stuff like Miraidon, to KO Iron Hands and things like that. So, I mean, the deck, Pokemon-wise, is nice. What's different about my deck compared to other Miraidons? I'm not playing Prime Catcher. Don't believe in it. It's whatever. It's a cool card. I don't think it's the best one for this deck. I'm running Secret Box. I had a ton of fun playing Secret Box in this deck. The ability to search for item card, tool card, supporter card, and a stadium with Secret Box in Miraidon is, like, actually insane. If you could get that on your first turn, you almost guarantee Iron Hands. I mean, I played a couple games where, you open it and you're ensuring you get a minimum 2 generators. I mean, you get 1 generator off Secret Box, you take Arven, which could be another generator, and if you really want, you could take Forest Seal Stone as your tool card and take a 3rd generator on your first turn if you go second. So I love Secret Box in this deck. I just think it's a blast to play. It adds, I think, a little bit more consistency, whereas Prime Catcher goes for a little bit more of an aggressive play. And honestly, I feel like you could still go hyper aggressive with Secret Box because you put even more energy into play. We're not playing a high supporter count in this deck. That is something to note. We've only got 4 Arven and 3 Boss. But with all the support Pokemon we have, I don't think we necessarily need more than that. I mean, you got a little bit of draw with Mew. This deck usually doesn't have the biggest hand, so you can use Mew pretty often. You've got Lumineon to search for cards. You've got Squawk to ensure you're setting up as big a turn as possible on your first turn. And Greninja for some solid draw. What's important to note, we are playing 0 recovery cards in this deck, which is a little crazy. Honestly, there's 2 cards I'll explain in a second, which I'd consider teching. Rod is one of them. I don't hate the idea of playing a Rod in this deck. It's just I don't know what to cut. I mean, I guess you could take out an energy to play 1 Rod, which could help you in the late game, but I feel like 16 electric energy, 4 electric generator is the perfect number to use in the deck, so I don't know what else I would really cut. Maybe a Bravery Charm, although against matchups like Dragapult and even like Future Hands, really just any matchup in general, Bravery Charm is huge. So, that's something a little tricky I'll have to think about, but it's an option. 1 Rod in the deck, totally not a bad shout. The other option I think that is pretty solid for the deck is actually this Tapu Koko. With Vengeful Shock, you could do 120 damage if you were KO'd last turn, which isn't like insane numbers, but 120 plus 220 is 340, which KOs Charizard, and Charizard doesn't play many switch outs. So honestly, like, I'm legitimately thinking about bringing this deck to a tournament I'm going to this weekend. I'm going to a Winnabox tournament, and I'm trying to think, if I think there's going to be a lot of Charizard or even Dragon Ball matchups, I think Tapu Koko is going to be worth it. So I'm going to take a step back. I know most of the players at the place I go to, but it is a bigger tournament this time, so there's going to be a lot of people, I'm sure, that I don't necessarily know what they're playing. So Tapu Koko is kind of on the back burner as a card I think could be super useful in this deck. In terms of what I would cut for it, still not entirely sure. I mean, you know, maybe honestly it could be a crazy play. Maybe I take out Raichu. Maybe I just play one Iron Hands. You know, I'd have to kind of fiddle around with it. But Tapu Koko could be a solid card for this deck as well. And we don't play any energy recovery, but we do play one copy of EXP share, because a lot of times I find when you're using Raichu, you end up with like 4 or 5 energy in play for a final big KO when you need 6 to get over that 300 mark. So if you had an EXP share at any point in the game, even if it gets vacuumed away, as long as you had it in for one turn to pull an energy, I feel like that could be really, really big in a deck like this. So, I mean, enough yapping about the deck. Let's get into it. Let's see if we can get a positive record with my Miraidon EX with the Secret Box deck. We open up game number 1 with the most Miraidon of hands, 4 energy, and nothing else. So that's a solid mulligan for us. You hate to see it. And this hand, it's not ideal, that's for sure. I mean, we don't have a great way to get Iron Hands out of the active without using a switch cart, and they are playing Lugia V-Star, so this is actually, I think, a pretty fun matchup for the deck. Maybe, depending on how many basic Pokemon they put into play right now, honestly, I might even just go for a swing with Raikou, I think, this matchup. I think that could be a little better. Maybe we don't get, you know, a turn 1 Ampy very much. I'll just save it for a Minccino later down the line, but that's cool. I don't hate it. So, we'll see what they take off Capturing Aroma. I didn't really fully pay attention to what they flipped. Oh, okay. Nothing yet. We don't know what they flipped, so we'll hang on for a second. I think they flipped Tails. I'm not 100% certain, though. But yeah, this deck prefers to go second. It's a standard Miraidon deck with the exception of Secret Box. I just think Secret Box is such a fun card. I love it in this deck so much. I think it's a blast to play. And as far as like the spice goes for the channel, this is definitely in the like more way more mainstream. Everyone kind of knows what's going on type deck. But I think it's worth showing off. It's not the top deck at the moment. I think people are it's definitely on people's radar as a deck that's not bad right now, but I don't think it's like when you're going to the tournament at the moment, it's like, oh crap, like how do I deal with Miraidon? I don't think anyone's thinking of that really. You know, maybe it's like, okay, how do I deal with an Iron Hands if they're playing an evolution deck like Gardevoir or something like that, but you know, Miraidon's kind of on the back burner of people's minds right now. So, I think it's kind of a fun little, you know, time for Iron Hands, you know, bring it to a tournament this weekend, and they just pass. So, that's big for us. I'm going to see if we could get a KO this turn. So what are we going to need? We're going to need... most definitely going to need Miraidon. I kind of hate not getting Squawk here, too. I feel like Squawk could be so good. Maybe we do that. This hand just kind of hurts to get rid of, but I think we kind of just full send. And we want to get the Squawk down now. So, I'll also... do I use Arven now? I mean, what would I take? I could take... I want to try to get Secret Box with my next hand off Miraidon. So, honestly, you know what? What I might do, I might just attach this here and just Squawk. And try to get Arven in my next hand and go for a crazy KO. So, I think I'm going to do that. If I whiff, that's going to be real embarrassing. Yep. Yep, that's what I saw coming. Alright. Well, I mean, we'll throw these down. That is a rough, a really rough Squawk. Regretting my choice a little bit. There's not much I could really do here. Maybe I could draw out of it with Mew. We're not down for the count, that's for sure. Come on, 2 more. Let me see something good. That is not what I wanted to see. Oh, man. Well... maybe I should have went for the Arven play and just played it safe. I tried to get crazy. I tried to do the cool plays. My plan was to try to get Arven on my Squawked hand, you know, like my second hand, and then rip a Secret Box off that. Because I would have got, you know, a good tool. I would have got my Switch Cart for the item. I could have got a supporter for the turn after. I had a... I don't know. I was liking that a bit more. We would have had the KO, actually, if we had... Arven, because all we needed was 3 energy for Ampy very much. But it does not seem like... oh no, our opponent is there. Okay, I was like, oh, I'm a little scared. I don't know if our opponent's there. So we'll see what's in their hand. Maybe they opened up with a rough hand. Drapion V? There's no shot! What is homie teching for? Dude, we were blessed. Me rotated a minute ago. We're alright now. Oh, gosh. Maybe he knows something I don't. The Drapion V-Star deck goes crazy. Man, I haven't seen that card in a second. I missed that card. You know what I don't miss, though? Fusion Strike Mew. Forever hate that deck. Forever hate that deck. And I might have pissed off a lot of people in saying that, and I'll stand on that. I will die on that hill. Yo, Fusion Strike Mew was not for the boys. That deck hurt the soul. It was just so good. It was just so dominant for an insanely long time. I mean, it did it all. God, now Drapion V has me like scared. It's got my heart rate elevating just thinking about Mew, dude. Living rent free in my head like that. So it just seems to be a colorless Lugia build if they're playing Word here. Although I guess it could be anything, you know, standard Lugia. It's just, I don't know what the Drapion is there for. The Drapion goes crazy. But they are going to be running a huge Summoning Star here. However, their hand seems a little dead, so I'm curious what they're doing here. And they whiffed the KO here too. Although, if I don't top deck something good, I'm cooked. This sucks. Miraidon deck, no Miraidon. You gotta love it. Got to love it. So we'll see what they Lumineon here for you. That is prime Iron Hands real estate. I mean, I almost am hoping they get a KO and I top deck boss and I could just KO Lumineon. But if they take Iono, that is fine by me. He wants a new hand. I want a new hand. I'm not complaining. Bud, do your thing, man. I'm confident we could get a comeback with this deck. I like this deck into Lugia a bit. Alright, this is a good hand. This is a really good hand. Because I could take... I don't even necessarily know if I'll Nest Ball here. Honestly, I think I kind of want to rip a... that's solid. Good heads for them. Get a bench Pokemon set up. I think I want to rip a Raikou into Lugia and save this Iron Hands in my back pocket. And maybe I Ultra Ball just to thin out a couple cards. Who could I play Charm on? I could play it on the Raikou so they can't follow up KO with Lugia V-Star. And they get their own Iron Hands, which is a little annoying. They are going to be chasing down that Squawk for sure, but I'm chasing down Lumineon. So, you know, we're kind of both in a similar position, and they are flipping all of the coins they need to. They got tails with Capturing Aroma, heads with Mezgoza, another Lumineon. Wait, what? Buddy. Minccino. Come on. You could do it. Minccino cooks. I mean, I guess I could just Iron Hands it, but, like, I'm so confused. There's no way he's going to play 2 Lumineon in this game. I feel like, you know, he should be doing alright enough. But, I mean, let's slow down. Let's see what our opponent's doing here. I'm trying to think. I think we have to go Miraidon next turn and just try to establish Miraidon Raikou. We're going to need both of them to get through this match. And we have the switch card as well, so we are able to get Iron Hands out of the active. And it should live this attack, which will be huge for us. Because I could try to set up... Actually, no, I could just switch card into Mew and then do everything. Just to thin more cards and try to draw a card or two with Mew, although I'm not too sure on how likely that'll be. So we'll see what they do here. They should, I'm assuming, just attack at this point. I don't know what else they could do besides get another Pokemon into play. Nope, they just Tempest Dive. I'm sure they're going to get rid of the stadium too. They don't necessarily want to give me that. Yep, that makes sense. So, I mean, we're definitely going to Ultra Ball here. Oh, Force Seal Stone, that's actually huge. So we're going to Ultra Ball, just try to thin the hand a little bit here. Let's take Miraidon. Yep, we got Raikou. Alright. Oh man, that could have had such a good donk that game. I'm so upset I didn't pull that off. And actually, you know, we could just get rid of the whole hand right now. I gotta put the Force Seal Stone on. Raikou, which is a little annoying because I might need it for the electric generator. So that's a little frustrating, but it's alright. I definitely want to put this here too. Where do I put the charm? I mean, maybe I just put the charm on... Oh, I could do Iron Hands, because, you know, I have a feeling, well, this might be dealing with a Blood Moon or Saluna, so if we could keep it up, that'd be pretty cool. And let's just pop a restart here. Let's see what we get. Arven 2 Energy. That is honestly a little unfortunate. I did not want 2 Energy. I feel like we're getting rid of a lot of energy. Right here. We've already got 4, 7. We got... Oh my god, we got so many energy in play already. Oh gosh. So, let's just start taking out everything. Just 1 energy. Come on. Every time. Every time. Let's retreat into Raikou. Let's use a fleet-footed... Ooh, do I want to start Alchemy here? He could follow up... Can he follow up with a KO? He could go Blood Moon or Saluna. So maybe... Oh my god, we got every energy possible in our hand. That's awful. Oh boy. I definitely want to start Alchemy here. I'm not entirely sure what I want to take. I don't necessarily want to take Lumineon. I don't know if that's going to be my play. Maybe... Oh, you know what? I could just take Boss, hold it for next turn. If he Ionos, he Ionos. I feel like I just kind of want to play it safe. And take the KOs... KO on this Lumineon while I can with an Iron Hands. So I'm just going to do that. I'm going to swing for 400 to go up 2 prize cards against Lugia, which is phenomenal. And I know Lumineon is in their hand. I hope they have to pop that and play anything but. Oh my god, we get another energy. Oh my gosh. This is so bad. Like, the rest of the energy in our deck is just chilling in our hand. Most Miraidon game I've ever seen. This is why I don't play Miraidon much, because there's so many games where you're just staring at 100 cards and they're all energy. Also, yes, I know I'm not shuffling sleeved cards. This is just an old beat up deck of cards I've had since like middle school, so I don't really care how destroyed they get at this point. I've been doing this for years, so don't judge the non-sleeved cards. I should just sleeve like 60 energy and just shuffle those. I don't know why I don't. I totally can. I have plenty of sleeves and an unholy amount of energy, but that's something maybe we'll do in the future. And it seems like they might just be going for an Iron Hands attack here with Amp You very much, but I don't know why that would be solid. They don't necessarily kill us with it. And honestly, if they do that, I might just retreat into Iron Hands, boss up Lumineon, and tell him to cope. I'm taking 3 prize cards. There's another Lumineon. Oh my gosh. What? There's no shot. And he takes a boss. Hold up. Are you going for a 3 prize KO on my Iron Hands? You dirty dog. That's fine. That's alright. I'd actually prefer that. I keep the energy on Raikou with this, so I don't have to retreat it. So that's fine by me. He might even be doing it on Squawk, which is also fine. Definitely not complaining about that. So, I mean, we'll see what he does here. The double Lumineon is crazy with no other Pokemon on the back burner. Doesn't have a Minccino there. He doesn't have a Blood Moon or Saluna. Nothing. Iron Hands in a dream. The way it should be. Who are they taking with Boss? They take Squawk. Alright, that makes sense. That makes sense. They keep the Iron Hands. Maybe they go... Oh my god, maybe they have another boss in hand. And they could just win next turn by killing my Iron Hands. So what is my play here? I am scared of them just getting boss and bossing up this guy. So, I mean, we'll just play this. Just try to thin what we can. Nope. I don't remember how much damage I did with Raikou. How much did I do last turn? Took 2 prizes, yeah. 400 damage. Oh, I hit for weakness. I did 200. Ooh, yeah, I forgot. Max I do is 230, but their bench is short 1, so I can't really use Raikou. If I got Zapdos, I'd do 230. I know it's normally 220, so you know what? I might as well just take the little booger now. Oh, I could, I guess. I don't have a good way to set this up, though, because my hand is so dead. But I don't hate the idea of taking it. I think this might just be easier, because then I could just kill Miraidon. So, yeah, my hand is like ultra dead here. That's so bad. Maybe I should have burned the nest ball first, but I don't know. It's not really. Oh my god, I'm a dummy. I did not just place that on Miraidon. I mean, I guess going down to 3 prizes wouldn't have mattered too much. Sorry, I was talking about Miraidon, so I'm like, oh, I gotta set it up so I could kill his Iron Hands. Well, I guess now we're just gonna do this. Maybe I'll get bailed out one time by Fleet-Footed. Nope. Just more of a dead hand. Gotta love Miraidon. Man, I've been misplaying a bit past like couple days. This is rough with these random decks. I should play the game, I guess, just more, just get better at this. You know? My deck versatility is falling off. And we don't have game next turn, I believe. Unless he fills up his bench. If he fills up his bench, actually, and doesn't KO Raikou, we should have game next turn. Because we could do 230 with Iron Hands with our Raikou, now that we have Zapdos in play. So that'd be pretty cool. But I have a feeling he's not going to fill up his bench. And I assumed if he had Boss in hand, he would have played it already. And just gone for the quick attack onto my damaged Iron Hands for the KO with Thank you very much. Maybe we'll see a third Lumineon for boss. that'd be insane. I'd scream. Nope, Lugia. Alright, that's cool. I'm alright with that. And we'll see what the play is from our opponent. They also have a massive hand. There's no shot it's as clogged up as ours. But it is a massive hand nonetheless. You know, actually, because our hand is so clogged, Secret Box here goes kind of crazy. Just saying. And I think if they do KO Raikou, we do have to take Secret Box off Arven. So that would be awesome. Want to show that card off so bad. I think it's so good. And I know people are screaming at me, oh, but you could use Prime Catcher and take the Lumineon for, like, you know, 2 prizes, 3 prizes, or Archeops for 2. Would thank you very much. I know. But that's boring. That's not the best way to win the game. Secret Box goes crazy. And sometimes you just gotta let that rock. And it seems like they're just gonna be going for an Aqua return with Lumineon, which is smart, honestly. That's definitely the smart play. So there's no, I mean, if I got Secret Box, I could boss for the top deck, but my hand is so dead, there's almost no shot we draw into that. Because if I could do that right now, yeah, I know, people are screaming, oh, this is why Prime Catcher is better, you know, you just take the Archeops right now with Arven. Whatever. I don't care. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. This is the better way to play. So, let's switch card into here. See, now they just have Lumineon for boss and game. So I feel like we kind of got to win this turn. So, let's make it work. Let's make it happen. We'll switch cart. Go for Secret Box. We'll keep the Arven just in case we need it for next turn. Because this game isn't lasting that long. We'll take Boss. We could honestly just take Ultra Ball. Oh no, we need Gen. Do we? Is there any way around this? I don't think so, actually. Man, we just have to hope we live this turn. Oh, that's rough. So now I don't even want this, because that stadium's just going to be dead in my hand. So yeah, we'll just take this. And we'll see if there's any way we could set up something here. I'm not sure what it could be. I don't hate setting up Miraidon here. It's just an easy attach onto... I might as well attach on to Iron Hands. What the hell? Who do I retreat into? It has to be Iron Hands. There's no other choice. Yeah. I mean, if he's got it like that, he's got it like that. There's not much I can do. So, we'll swing for 170. So close. So close. And we'll see if we could close out this game. See if they whiff. If they could get Lumineon in their hand, they just search for boss and they got it. But if they can't get it, so capturing Aroma has to go heads here. Come on. That is massive. I am not afraid to win by a coin flip, baby. Come on. Let me see it. They take an Archeops. You don't have Ultra Ball like that, right? You surely would have just played the Ultra Ball. Come on. Let me see the chip. Let me see the scoop. You can't get that Lumineon. That'd be an epic way to go. Yeah, they've only played one boss, so they got plenty of boss left. And this was what I would say a rough go at Miraidon. I mean, we did not draw into anything good off Squawk at all. Like, I feel like this whole game has been an uphill battle, more or less, for this deck. And we're still fighting up here for it. So they go into Lugia, which is fine. I'm not scared of Lugia. And they Carmine, so that's not boss's orders. That is huge for us. It is absolutely amazing. And I feel like now, no matter what, yeah, they just scoop. It's a game 1 chip with Secret Box, putting boss in hand for the KO next turn. Absolutely loving the uphill battle there. But there it is. Miraidon taking out Lugia. I will see you guys in game number 2. Welcome to game number 2, where we open up with a solid opening hand. With the exception that we have 2 boss's orders, and I'm probably going to go for a Secret Box play here. And possibly get rid of some. I lied. Never mind. I'm not going for a Secret Box. Oh. Maybe. Because if we could take a KO with Miraidon this turn, that would actually be huge for us on this Ogerpon. I'm sure it's Raging Bolt I'm going to see here, right? Raging Bolt's a hard one. That's a hard one for sure. Because that's a tanky, blow your deck up, you know, basic EX deck. So that's kind of a hard one to work around. But I think we could do it. If we could go like 2-4-6 on their Ogerpons, I'm not hating it. Maybe we get a big cleanup KO with Raichu, and they get rid of Teal Mask Ogre or Cornerstone Ogerpon, which honestly fine for me. That counters a surprising amount of our deck because a lot of our Pokemon have abilities, yeah. So that's cool. That's cool. Not upset about that. And they get some good energy in their hand with that Earthen Vessel. What was the 2 specifically? It was Grass and Fighting. Okay. So I'm sure we're going to see an energy go in discard. And a Retrieval. That's big. So that also tells me that they probably have Sada in their hand. Unless they go for a Squawk right now. Which they do. So maybe we go for an insane Iron Hands play. Although we don't really have a way to boss. It's difficult. It's difficult for sure. Okay. Yeah, I think we just hope we could get that Squawk a bit later. We might not even have to Iron Hands it. If we could just go 2 on Ogerpon, 2 on another Ogerpon, and they get rid of Prime Catcher, that's huge. And then clean up on Squawk. That would be awesome for us. And right there, here's how we want to go 2-4-6. Look at that. We got 1, we got 2, we got 3, 4. So we got plenty of Pokemon to work around this deck. The issue is all of our boss are in our hand right now. Well, we have 1 in the deck. Hopefully, not prized. But that just means I don't have good discard targets if I get Ultra Ball, Secret Box, stuff like that. But that's fine. That's fine. I do need a big pop-off KO, though. So we draw into another energy. That's okay, I think. I don't think I'm going to Squawk this turn. I think I'm just going to go... I kind of like our... Do I even want Iron Hands this matchup? I don't even think I do. I don't know if I have another choice, though. Yep, alright. We did prize a decent bit of Pokemon. Oh, wait. No, we just prized an Iron Hands, I think. So, Let's see, what's the play here? Oh, you know what? Actually, I like Secret Box here. I'm going to show you why. Secret Box Rescue Board. And we are still getting 2 generators. We're going to have to get rid of a boss, which hurts. That hurts a lot. But as long as we can KO this Ogerpon, I'm not upset about it. And we're going to take... You know what? We're just going to take another boss. Why not? We're going to take a generator. We're going to take Force Seal Stone and Town Store. Then we're going to pop this Miraidon. I don't want to fill the bench too much here. So I'm just going to take the one Raichu. We're going to thin the deck as much as possible. There's almost a 100% chance I'm looking for another generator this turn. And I actually like the EXP share play here. So I'm going to go for that. And I'm going to fleet-footed before everything because we've got a better chance of drawing into a non-energy than an energy. And that's another electric generator. So that's massive for us. And we get 1 energy there. Hoping for a little bit better. I don't want to get 3 generators this turn. Boom. Actually, or do I just Force Seal Stone for another generator? I could save it next turn to go for an Arven. I think that might be safer. Because then we could take a gen plus, like... I mean, we don't really need a tool. Yeah, maybe I just try to save it. I think that might be a little safer. And where do we want to put this energy? Honestly, I kind of like it on Raichu, maybe. Get a big attack there with that. Yeah, and we're going to save it. Because next turn I could also even look for a Nest Ball. Just get Mew into play. Might be a little safer. And we're just going to take a huge KO on Steel Mask Ogerpon. And that's how just insane Secret Box could be in this deck. I mean, look at that. You play this right, and you are cooking with Secret Box. So they'll promote Mew. If they don't respond with the follow-up KO, we're going to start running away with this one. Because I am taking out that Ogerpon so fast. I don't care what Pokemon is in the active. Stop their draw power. Oh, we're feeling alright. You can put Bravery Charms in play. I'm trying to get around your Ogerpons anyways. And yeah, you just put it on Raging, but nope, I lied. Now it's on Ogerpon. So now I feel like we have to take KO on Mew, KO on Squawk. Which could be a little easier for us. Could. Emphasis on the could. Because they have less HP. And Sandy Shocks. Sandy Shocks actually could light up a Pokemon. I mean, how much it does? 90? Oh, it's not affected by weakness? Never mind. Yo, give me that. That's Iron Hands food. Give me that. What? Yo, putting that in play was crazy. Yep, and he's going to take a big old KO here. Although we are short a bit. Which hurts. I'm not going to front. That kind of hurts. Because I'm sure he's going to take a KO, but it's like, how do we take a big KO right now? We could, honestly... I want to save Raichu in case we need a Torch or Raging Bolt at the end of the game. So I don't want to use that. We obviously just promote Raikou. It's got a free retreat because of Rescue Board. So let's see what we got here. Oh, that's actually perfect. Because now we could take a little bit of a draw engine. Yeah, I like Mew. I like Mew the most, I think, here. Where do I want to put this energy? This I'm not entirely sure. You know what? Maybe we just take Arven here. I like... but then we can't boss. Maybe I just take Electric Generator. You know, and just see what I hit off this. Just take our last gen. We got 9 cards left. So that's not bad. I didn't fleet-footed, did I? Nope, I didn't. Whoopsies. Probably should have done that first. In case I drew it. And, of course, it was an energy. That's alright. Always believe. We just need 1 off this to feel super safe, and we get 2. We get 2, no problem. So, let's put 1 here. Let's just put 2 here. Why not? Why not? We'll attach the 1 here. We'll retreat into Miraidon. We'll boss up their... Let's go for their Mew. try to limit their draw as much as possible this game. Do we want a tandem unit? Not really. I kind of like having an open bench space for Lumineon this game. But I will Town Store, try to thin the deck. Man, there's a few things I probably should have done before the generator. Luckily, we didn't get punished. And we'll put this here. I don't know if it'll necessarily matter too much, but it does help us thin a little bit. So, we've currently got game in hand if they don't Iono. Because I'm taking out that sweet Squawkabilly. And we get Lumineon, which hurts, because if they Iono us, we lose Lumineon and Boss's Orders. So, I kind of forgot Lumineon was prized. Oh boy. So we just have to hope they Sada, not Iono. Which is totally likely. They're playing Raging Bolt. I feel like 9 times out of 10, they're going to Sada anyways. So, I don't even know. Do they play? They might play like a copy or two of Iono. I don't know if they play too much though. Because they're whiffing the KO here. They like need to Sada to put one more energy in play for the KO. This is why Miraidon just goes kind of crazy. Secret Box? Insane starts with Secret Box. Loving it. And they play the Iono. So, actually, I'll just stop talking. Oh, man. But now I don't know if they have a KO. So it's like, you know, we're kind of in an interesting spot, I feel like. I definitely want to play the Nest Ball, shuffle the deck up. I mean, also, if I just get 1 energy, let's see, I need to do, they have essentially 300 HP is what, you know, Raichu will head into. Never mind. I was going to say, actually, I think we have a decent shot of taking the KO with Raichu next turn. Because we had Mew for draw, we just needed 1 energy, and I'm pretty sure we would have swung well into Raging Bolt. But it seems they whiffed the KO. They didn't have it like that. That is 2-0 for Miraidon EX with Secret Box. And I will see if I can make this a perfect record in match number 3. Welcome to match number 3, the final match of the video. And we open up with a crazy hand. I mean, this hand actually is wild. Yo, we're ripping Secret Box. Are you kidding me? What? Secret Box is going insane right now. Also, I'm probably just going to bin the Lumineon off of it because I'll just take a supporter off Secret Box without the liability of Lumineon. So, oh man, oh, don't give me that. That's a fine hand to go into. So, I don't know if we'll play Raichu. I don't necessarily know what they're playing. I almost want to take Squawk because I could get Iron Hands and Miraidon off. I like that, actually. Let's just, hyper aggressive all day, every day. If I get rid of the Raichu and regret it, I'll cope later. Let's get these things in play. Let's take out a Raikou as well. Because I like Raikou into this matchup. I lied. I don't like Raikou into this matchup anyways. Dumb idea. I don't know why I thought that. Let's take another Iron Hands. Why not? We got it like that. Let's rip the generator. We do need to switch out. Oh, that's 2. That's big. That's really big. Oh, I could take a... I might need Forest Seal Stone. Nah. I don't need Forest Seal Stone. Let's get rid of everything. We're taking... Arven. We're taking Generator. We're taking Rescue Board. We're taking Town Store. Just give me it all. We'll go right here with that. We'll play the Town Store. We'll rip the Town Store for... Honestly, I like EXP Share here a lot because we're playing double Iron Hands. So I want to make sure we kind of keep our energy in rotation. And let's Arven for this and this. Solid. Attach this here. 2 generators, and we still have Squawk. That's officially the KO. On the Comfy. Can we work up another Iron Hands? Oh, yes, we can. Boom. This is why Secret Box is insane. I mean, how do you not just love this? In Miraidon, I feel like, what? And we get the Mew? Yo, give me that. I mean, we'll just take that retreat here. I got a little bit of a draw engine. Yo, this hand goes insane. Now, Matt, you're playing Comfies. You got Raltzes. You got Dreepies, Charmanders, Pidgeys. You name it, dude. look how dominant we're going into this next turn with a secret box. And Prime Catcher can't do all that for you. So, yeah, I'm loving it. I'm loving it this game. This game we are getting into it. And we'll see how our opponent responds. They do have a Colress, so they are able to get 3 in a Lost Zone, which still isn't cram radius. We're still out of cram range, and they get rid of a Rod, which is big for us. But our goal here is to just go 2, 4, 6 with Iron Handses. And, yo, you want to take Squawk? That's fine, dog. I already got Switch Cart. Because the most goated Ace Spec in the deck is carrying. Give me that other Comfy. I want it. I want that other Comfy. And I think I'm actually going to attach this energy onto... I'm between Miraidon and Iron Hands. I think I might do Iron Hands and just try to force a 2-4-6 play. And they get a little Monkey Dory down, which is a little annoying. It's definitely a little annoying for sure. However, I think we'll just work around it because we're going to be one-shotting hopefully everything in the deck. Unless they retreat into a Pokemon we can't kill with Iron Hands, in which case I'll boss around it. That is not totally there. It is Sablezard, though. That's good to know. But I was going to say it's not totally there because we'll just arm press that for KO if we absolutely needed to. But this is set up for a big Sableye KO later down the line, so it's just something to keep in mind for now. We are just going to switch cart into... I like the switch cart into Mia. We got the free retreat. Might as well start to use it. Let's attach this here. I like Raikou. Actually, they're playing Sablezard, so I don't necessarily think I need Raikou. I definitely don't need this. Iron Bundle could be nice, but I don't even think I care. I mean, we got game in hand, so I'll just do this and choose to fail it. And we'll retreat. I know, it's a smelly play. I'll give you the thumbs up, though. Swing for Ampy very much for another 2-prize KO with Iron Hands. Loving this game. I mean, opening up with Secret Box, it's too overpowered. It needs to be stopped. It's just too good. And I don't know how our opponent responds this turn. I mean, they got 3 cards in hand. They got a Flower Selecting. I feel like there's no shot they play Iono. Maybe they play Roxanne. But we're up so far ahead. Like, we're fine at this point. You know, like, I'll just start manually attaching to Miraidons, and we'll have up to 2, you know, possibly 2 attackers still ready. So, again, if they don't play Roxanne, though, we just win. That's it. We have energy, we have boss. If they don't play Roxanne or Iono. So, you know, we'll see what they do. And I don't think they did this turn. Nope. They did not play a supporter yet. So, we'll see what they go into. It might just be Clips. We might just 6-0 them right here, which would be phenomenal. So, what is the play? Lost Vacuum. Who? What are you taking? Artisan? Wait, hold up a second. Mirage. Oh, is that to get 7? It was. Oh, no. I feel like they should have taken out one of my tools, because now they're at 8. They didn't totally need that. They retreat into Radiant Charizard, but it's not even for the KO. So, that's fine. We're going to 6-0 Sablezard, which is another deck I want to make a video on. That deck is solid right now, too, even though we are kind of going to town on it. So, we'll tell him, good game. Gimme. You know what? I want to boost the damage numbers. Gimme that Manaphy. And that is a real quick game number 3 to go 3-0. Couldn't hold the 3 because we were taking prize cards. 3-0 with Miraidon EX and Secret Box. A super underrated ace spec for the deck. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. This deck was a ton of fun to play. The link will be down below. I will also be posting the link to a couple of my other like socials, like Twitter. We got Twitch, and my Discord is down below. So if you guys want to join the Discord, play a few games with me and my friends, make some decks with us. If you want me to help you make a deck with the whatever card you want, I love playing crazy stuff. So send me whatever bulk binder backrooms deck you want. We're making it. Links down below. Please give it a join. I appreciate all the support. I hope you guys have the best day. I will see you guys later. Peace.